Boyacho, Mubaki Boyo, as they say. I know I'll be simple, but you get Bunukokoto, you get General Nikadara. It's your choice. What happened? Ikemerasi. Oke mmiri na-ebu igwe. Ogini na-eme. What is happening? What is going on? Eke mmadụ ka ha ya ọzọkwa. Mba. N'ihu ka ya na-aga. What's up, family and friends? Welcome to the Woke Nation, our nation of factual truth, where we feel free to share knowledge and spread the knowledge of factual truth without fear, without favor, and without faint. How are you doing? I also personally encourage you to live your life and live it well through the knowledge of factual truth because it's your life and you can live it. So enjoy it. All right? And as usual, I'm here once again to share with us this important issue. It's still on the same thing I'm saying. Remember, the truth is one, that's the factual truth. Every other truth is irrelevant. The truth is based on fact. So there's religious truth, there's political truth, there's personal truth, there is group truth, cult truth, but there is one factual truth. And that's where I stand. That's what I stand with. I can never leave factual truth for any other thing or for any other person. I stand with the factual truth. So I'm sharing with us what I titled Is God Your Father? So this message is for my brethren, my brothers and sisters, my African brethren, my black brethren who still believe there is God or some. And I've been wanting us to stop renaming God or redefining God to suit our narratives or our illusion or our idea or our religion or our belief. There is no God. You say it's a force in you, it's energy in you. No, it's not. You are greater than God. They said in English word, they say is someone or something that creates. You don't only create, you give birth, you born. You are greater than God. God cannot give birth. God is someone or something that creates. But you don't only create, you born also. So you are greater than God. You are not God. You are not goddess. You are human being. That's eternal being. That's living being. You have no beginning, you have no ending. They stole your characteristics and give it to imaginary being and tell you there's a God that created you. You believe God created you? Have you seen that God? Who told you God created you? When was the first time you heard that? If God actually created you, God Himself supposed to tell you if that God exists. So is God your father? Here, our people still praying that prayer. I used to pray it also. My father, my father. You call Jesus your father. You call God your father. You call Holy Spirit your father. You call angel your father. My father, my father. Our father which art in heaven. Your father is in heaven. What are you doing here? If your father is in heaven, tell me what you are doing here. Oh, I have a mission to do. That means your father is not almighty. If your father cannot do all things, how dare you say you have almighty father? King of kings and Lord of lords. King of kings, where? Where can your God control any king? Nowhere. Because you believe the nonsense they wrote in a book. They say he changed the heart of the king. It's a lie. God cannot change anything. God cannot change anyone. It is people who created God and it's people who is changing God. They are using God as they want. It's like as people make toilet paper. They use it to wipe their eyes. They use it to wipe their nose. They use it to do anything because they created it. But toilet paper is better than God. And those of you that are saying fake friends, how can you believe in God and Jesus and you are saying you are against people being fake friends? Fake friends are better than God and Jesus. At least fake friends, they can cry with you, pretend. They can pretend to be there. But God never show it doesn't exist. Jesus doesn't exist. And imagine at your age and in this time and age, we are still spending time trying to wake you up to know this. It's what you're supposed to know. So yesterday, I went out with my daughter. We went to a restaurant, Nigerian restaurant. Then we went to Orange Park where we used to go together, where I play soccer with our people there. So we start talking again. So one of them is a Catholic, and his brother is also a Reverend Father. So we start talking. He begin to, they sees my post on Facebook. So they say, nah, I'm giving trouble, all that, all that. So one of them say, but he used to be a pastor now. When did he change? So I asked them, okay, tell him when I changed. They were laughing. I say, yeah, you know me when I used to come to this park, there's this guy, a goalkeeper. He used to say there is no God. And I'm one of the people that always stand debating with him that there is God. Okay? So, and I've been looking for his number. I don't see his number anymore. As religious people will say, maybe that was angel God sent to open my eyes to know that there is no God. So one of them start talking, okay, even if you don't believe this, I said, why are you talking about belief? I'm talking about knowledge. You're talking about belief. I say, I know you. I don't say I believe you. I believe in you. No, I know you. If somebody else come and tell me, no, this is you, I will say, no, I know you because I know you. But if I say now, it's like you are here to play soccer. He said, I said, you see, if you can say before you enter the pitch, you can say, I believe I can score 2 goals. That's a belief. That it can never happen or it can happen. But that doesn't it's not because you believe that it happened. No, it's because you know how to play and you have opportunity to score and you score. That's how it happened. It's not by because you believe it or because you say it. No, it's not. It's not you say it, then it comes to exist. It's not. The only thing that will come to be is what you know and you do it. If you know something, you don't do it, it's useless also. So it's one thing to know, it's another thing to have. How can you have if you know? Then apply the knowledge you have. You have. But if you don't apply the knowledge, you just have knowledge. That's it. That is useless to you even. The knowledge you have will not do anything. It will not put food on your table until you do. You do what you know. You don't believe what you know. I say, so when you say I can score I will score 2 goals today, I believe. You can't say I must and I will know. You cannot say that because you'll be disappointed. So that's why they say, I believe. Okay, you believe. You go, it didn't happen. Okay. Some people will admit, okay, yeah, it didn't happen. Some will say, no, it will happen. Maybe I say I believe, it means it will happen in another game. No, you say you're going in today. You will score 2 goals today. So if it don't happen, that means, why are you still believing such nonsense? Then I say, but if they set a penalty and remove goalkeeper from the goalpost, you can say, I know I can score. I will score because no goalkeeper there. You will bet if goalkeeper is standing there, you can't even be sure because you don't know the goalkeeper may stop the ball. But no goalkeeper at the goalpost, of course. Yeah, I can score. Then you can score, or I will score. You score. That's why you cannot demonstrate. You cannot prove what you believe. You can only demonstrate what you know. You can only prove what you know. And there's no person living or that ever lived on in this planet Earth that know God. When you are talking about knowing God, it means seeing God. Okay. So you're supposed to know that it's what you know that you can demonstrate. Nobody, that's why you see believers, they predict in God this, God that. They're just believing. But it's a shameful thing that they hate for that belief, they kill for that belief, they fight for that belief. It's a belief. So what that guy said again, he said, okay, what are you saying? Our forefathers believe in God, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, let me listen, tell me. He said, our forefathers believe in God, blah, blah. I said, do you know when our forefathers started believing in God? No, you don't. But that's the one they told you, your forefathers believe in God. I say, no, if you check Igbo cosmologies, because we're Igbos. So if we check Igbo cosmologies, because he was saying Chineke, I said Chineke is the female, Chuku is male. And many of Igbo people, those that are claiming spirituality, African spirituality, are ordinary. What our forefathers did, are not the one that we do it because of abomination. They don't know this, I just say. And it's a Catholic. I said, check Catholic original book, the original books. That's where they copied their belief from. God, Chineke, is female, and Chuku is male in Igbo cosmology. I said the Ekwensu you are talking devil today is not devil. Ekwensu is our god of war, which the Hebrews or people that call themselves the Jews stole to create Judaism and call it Yahweh. Another, that Yahweh you read and say Yahweh is the man of war, god of war. That's Ekwensu that in Igbo cosmology or African cosmology that our people have. We have no devil. Devil is from them. God, we had no God. God is from them. So some people try to say, okay, nature is the God. No, there is no God. God is foreign to us Africans. Goddess is foreign to us Africans. Just as king and the queen, these things are strange to us. The invaders brought them to us, and that's why they're not benefiting us. Some argue, one guy argue in boss. I said, go to my wall, whatever information you need to know about this. He said, what are you say? What about somebody that use charm, that use voodoo spiritually and kill somebody? I said, has anybody used to kill you spiritually? I said, it's the same thing killing somebody with a gun. He said, no, talking about projection, Yeah, what is the spirit between from bullet leaving the gun to go and kill somebody? There's a spirit that direct that. Do you believe that? You say no. It's the same bullshit. For the fact you are involved in it, it's not spiritual anything. It's not. What you call spirituality is supposed to be science. But you say it's spirituality, then when you make it spiritual, you have hidden the knowledge. And that's why our people are not progressing. Those things we know as juju, those things we know as maybe ateba, spirituality. It is people doing it. Stop spiritualizing it. Begin to build school for it. It's the same thing with gun, with weapons people are making. Is people come up, they say, okay, if you put this thing together, it works. But you say, yeah, ancestors. Yeah, you are that ancestors you're talking about. Is God your father? If God is your father, and you say that God is in heaven, what are you doing here? Mm. Okay. So then I want to show them what their book says to try to open their eyes. Our people that still believe in God, because most Africans, even the belief you say is your forefathers believe, you find out it's in the Bible. Supposed to know when your ancestors started believing this bullshit, this nonsense. You say God this, but the question is this: what has that God done for you? So the guy that was, I said, okay, then that spirituality, look at your life. What is it doing for you? He wasn't telling me how about those our people that use spiritual forces to build other things or to build road invent things. No, it's to kill. Don't you see? When you're talking about spirituality, Africans we go to use how they use it to do bad things. They use it to tie your womb. They use it to make your stomach swell up. They use it to give you elephantism. They use it to shoot pain in you. Who is doing that? Your fellow human being. Yet you say it's a spiritual thing. It's spirituality. It's not. It's not. Spirit in you is imaginary. Spirit in heaven, spirit anywhere is imaginary. Soul in you, soul anywhere is imaginary. And you are the one imagining all those things. Divinity is your imagination. Divine is imagination. You are human imagination. So when you read Malachi chapter 1, they don't know their Bible. So I know. I use it to open their eyes. He said, a son honors his father. Can a son honor his father that he has not seen or cannot see? Can a son do that? For a son to honor his father must be involved in his life. When you see wise children, they don't honor the father that was not there for them. Even if they know the father, they say, I don't want to have anything to do with him because he abandoned me and my mother. So I don't care about him. And that son is right. But many of you want it to be automatic, whether you like it or not. Honor your father and your mother. Honor your parents. Why? If your parents didn't take great care of you, you shouldn't honor them. And that's how we honor evil, honor bad things, and end up honoring the dead and not the living. Most of you are still honoring the dead. You're not honoring the living. That's why God is your God. Honoring the dead. Useless God. A God that have not shown up in your time of need, you're honoring. Say a son honors his father. I don't want to talk about the master. He said, if then I am the father, where is my reverence? Imagine. And you say that God is almighty. He created you. He's begging for reference. Reverence. Reverend God. Let us reverence the Lord. Let us worship the Lord. Let us welcome the Lord. Eh? And he says there, let us welcome the Lord. Oh God, we are here. Father, we are here. Jesus, we are here. Holy Ghost, we are here. But you're worshiping one God. Though. We are here for you. How can a son honor the father he has not seen? Or she has a daughter honor the father she has not seen. But that's what you do in religion. They force you to honor a God you have not seen, a God you cannot see. You say you have God, it's your father. Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation. You are even begging him not to lead you into temptation. So he's the leader of he's the devil that leads people that tempt. If God is not the devil that tempts people, why are you asking him not to lead you into temptation? He's the one that leads you into temptation. He led Jesus to wilderness to be tempted. So God is the one that leads to. That's why God is evil. A God you have not seen, a God you cannot see, you say you honor, you worship, you serve. I know the God I serve. You're lying. That's what faith and belief makes you. Liars, hypocrites, haters. That's what faith and belief has turned you into. You have mental problem. You are here on earth honoring your imaginary heavenly father in heaven. He's in heaven. Heaven, you don't know where it is. Your father you're talking about, you have not seen, and you're talking. My almighty father, and you are suffering. You don't even have data to stay online for long. If you stay online for 10 times, your battery will go down. Your father cannot give you free Wi-Fi, and he say he own everything. Why are you talking against your creator? He gave you all things. You know when, where? He gave you all things. You cannot travel to another country without papers, and you say he gave you all things. Say the whole world belongs to your father. You are stupid, and that's what faith and belief makes you. Your father is in heaven, you have not seen. You have not seen heaven, you have not seen your father. You say your father is in heaven. What's the address of where your father is in heaven? You don't know. Where is heaven? You point. Eh? Where is your father? You point out. You are stupid. You may have mental problem. You are weary. Only weary. You are weary. Are you not a horrible human being for believing so? Honoring a father you have not seen, you cannot see. Worshipping that father, pretending he's there with you. You even say he's on his how do they say it? Unseen guest when you gather to eat. I think my parents have that in their sitting room. Yeah, unseen guest. God is unseen guest. Unseen what? Unseen guests that cannot see when armed robbers come into your house, rob you, rape you. He cannot see, and they say it's unseen guests. Your father in your house. Yes, you are a horrible human being for honoring any father in heaven, any father that you cannot see, any father that have abandoned you, any father that cannot show up in your time of need. And he said that father has power, he's almighty. You are a horrible human being to worship or honor such a father. That's what faith and belief has turned you into. You are no longer living as human being. You are living as animals. That's why you say you are the sheep of his pasture. You are his flock. You are not even his child. And he said he has only one son. Then you say that you are his children. No, they say it's only one son. Only one begotten son. All of you are bastards. Oh man. Mm. Why are you hating? Why are you fighting? Why are you killing for a God you say is almighty? He cannot show up to help you. Then you are killing your fellow human being for not believing that nonsense, for not for not accepting that bullshit. Huh? If there is God, why are you suffering? If your father is in heaven and is living, why are you suffering? He says he's testing you. You are stupid. Any father that tests his children is a stupid father. He's supposed to be killed. He's not supposed to be alive. Testing your children with poison, testing your children with serpent, testing your children with deadly things, things you know that will kill them. And when they go to it, you punish them for going. You are the one that is testing them. What type of play is that? He said, you are a joke when you say you believe in such God, when you say you worship such Father. You are a horrible human being. And look at horrible things happening all over the world. Who are the ones doing it? People that believe in God. People that believe in God, those leaders, those teachers, they believe in God. That one doing those horrible things. Things that when you hear it, you say if you have power, you will not let it happen. But your Father in heaven let those bad things happen. He let little children rape. He let people that have things robbed. You see what is happening in marriages today? And you say there are people, God joined them together. What God joined together, no man separate. They're separating now, whether you like it or not. Especially women. Women are beginning to separate now. So I pity you men that are spending a lot of money to marry today. You spend a lot of money to marry, you'll be losing that money, you'll be losing even the children. It's no longer the time you claim the children. Now they are forming clubs. They are coming out. Yeah, they are claiming it. They want to be like Americans. And you still want to marry them as Africans. No. African men, stop marrying women as Africans, as what you call African tradition, which is not even. You are wasting your time. All those traditional marriage you're doing, all those money you are spending to make, you're gonna lose. Because she can use anything as excuse. Oh, he beat me. Oh, he don't treat me. He's not romantic. Anything. I'm tired of this marriage. That's it. There's nothing you can do. She's an adult. And why are we paying to have women in the first place? But you don't know that marriage is slavery. And they're saying you that. No, it's not. Love is evil. You don't need love. Those things are slavery, slave properties. Love, hope, faith, humility, marriage. Those things are products of slavery. They come from slavery. Listen, why are you killing? Why are you hating? Why are you fighting your fellow human being for a worthless and useless God you have not seen and you cannot see? They show you that even the book they gave to you. When you read First John chapter 4, verse 12, he said, no one has seen God at any time. Then when you go to verse 20, he said, how can you say you love God when you don't show that love to your brothers and sisters which you can see? And you say you love God, which you cannot see. You have not seen God. You cannot see God. Yet you love God. You love God more than me. I am real. If you're a woman, I can satisfy you sexually. God cannot do that. And if you are in financial need, I have it. I can help you. God cannot do that. Tell me what God can do for you. If not the invisible product they sold to you, which does not exist, oh, God will give you strength. At the park also, this guy, my ex-in-law, he's very old and he's still playing soccer. As I thought, I want you to stop playing. He said, no, I'm playing with the strength God gave me. He said, Pastor, I said, it's not God that gave you anything. If you say you're not playing now, God cannot do anything. He laughed. Because we have to, you think it's only when I come here I said this. No. At my working place, anywhere, playing or serious, you mention God, you have killed yourself. And you know you have opened up for me to tell you there's no God. You don't tell me God bless you. I say no. I've opened up. You say God bless you. I say no. I bless you. I don't need God. It's you, not God. I don't need any God to do anything for me. I have my hands. I can walk. Even if I don't have hands, at least I have my fellow human beings that can help. God cannot help me. No God touches anyone to help anyone. Okay, so there is no heaven anywhere. There is no God anywhere. My people, wake up. Belief bereaves your brain. It kills your brain. That's what belief does. I believe means I don't know. You say you must believe in something. Who said that? No, you must know. When you go to school, you didn't believe. You don't become anything by believing. You become something by knowing and doing what you know. People will hire you when you say you know. Then they put you to test. If you pass it, you continue. If you know, they kick you out. And the same people will tell you they believe. Can't you see? You didn't pass through that school with belief or with faith. No, it is with knowledge. You search for exam and you pass it, then you pass out. It's not because you believe. I can say now, I believe I can fly aeroplane and I go and fly aeroplane. It can never be possible. There's no God that can teach you how to fly aeroplane. No God can do that. There's no invisible being that your ancestors cannot do that. God cannot do that. It is living. It is the living that teaches all those things. So whatever knowledge you have, stop spiritualizing it. Stop hiding it. Share it. Let us know so we can live better. Let me tell you this in closing. You cannot have a working brain and claim to have a father in heaven. Write it. Share it on your wall. You cannot have a working brain and claim to have a father in heaven. You must be mentally derailed to say there is father in heaven and you are praying to the father in heaven, praying to God in heaven. Prayer is useless because God does not exist. If God exists, prayer will be useful. But you see how people force prayer on you. They cannot force money on you. Have you ever seen anybody? I will give you money. Oh, the way you preaching it, mean what you saying? You said there is no God. Okay, I will send you money for to prove to you there is God. No, they say I will pray for you. I will keep praying for you. I don't need your prayer. I need your money. Give me your money. I can use it buy gas. I can use it do something else. Eh? It's time you wake up. But you say you believe in that God. The question I will ask you, since you have not seen that God, are you a bastard? A bastard is the one that cannot show his father. Jesus was the bastard in the Bible. They say, show us the father. He said, he that seen me has seen the father. Because Jesus was a bastard. He cannot show his father. His father does not exist and is a fictional character. Then you say, God is your father. Are you abandoned? Your father abandoned you. He cannot show up to help you in your time of need. Then the third question, are you too dumb that you don't know your father? You know, when you are dumb, you are so stupid. Even if you see your father, you wouldn't know it's your father. You are a retard. You don't know. You are crazy. You are mad. You don't know who is who. You see people there. You see them as three. They are walking like three. You see, Jesus was crazy. He thought he said pray for somebody. The person was he touched the eyes. Said the person was seeing people walking as three. It is time you trash God and embrace yourself. You are greater than God. You are better than God. You are smarter than God. You are nicer than God. You are more real than God. God is not real. You are real. So do something for yourself. Bless yourself. Increase yourself. Teach yourself. Educate yourself. And live humanly. God